Benny. If President Trump is anything, it's consistent. Go back into the archives, listen to interviews of the man in the 1970s. He sounds the exact same as he does today.
I have seen those videos of Trump talking like on Oprah Winfrey's podcast. And he really does sound and believe and talk the exact same way. He's actually very consistent. Guys, this is Benny Johnson. Go check out his channel. I will leave the link in the description, but wait until you get through this video before you do that. But he is going to cover CBS surrendering to Trump.
Hey, except for now he has the power to implement exactly what he's talking about. It's the same ideas. Go back a little bit into recent history when President Trump was elected in 2016, his first press conference as president-elect. CNN's Jim Acosta, he's since been fired from this position, but he was whinging and bitching and complaining that Donald Trump was being mean to him, that he was attacking the press. Listen to this.
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a
Can
question.
you stay categorically?
You are fake news.
You are fake news. I love that.
Classic. This was the first time, and the room
Jim Acosta. What a cuck.
breaks into applause. This is the first time that Donald Trump used the "You are fake news" moniker. And the most famous time.
I didn't know that.
Of course, Donald Trump would continue on with that, but would also continue on with attacking the press. Donald Trump has said regularly that he should be able to sue media companies for defamation because they print so many verifiable lies about him, like CNN has. And Donald Trump has been on a bit of a tear when it comes to this.
And he's right. He should be able to do that. How else are we going to have mainstream media held accountable? Like, they cannot get away with just nonstop, endless propaganda. They should have the ability to have free speech, but there's consequences for your speech on top of that. And if you are blatantly, constantly lying and just spreading false rumors, there has to be some form of accountability for that.
Trump has sued ABC News, and ABC News settled with Trump for $15 million paid directly to Donald Trump's library.
Should have been more. Should have been way more.
Where President Trump will have, no doubt, the fake news wing sponsored by ABC News. ABC News will pay $15 million as a charitable contribution to Trump's Presidential Foundation and Museum. Yeah, so great. They'll also have to make a statement of regret.
Oh, that'll be good. I want to know when that's coming out.
Ah, you'll love it. Stephanopoulos and ABC News will have to make a statement of regret. This is because they said that Donald Trump was a rapist when he wasn't. And then they doubled and tripled down on that. And, well, that's a very expensive lie. Very expensive lie. Now it turns out that other media companies are settling with Donald Trump. And it's even more hilarious than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump's brutal response to CBS News' offer to settle $20 billion lawsuit.
Did you guys know that for most of the people watching YouTube videos, only a small percentage of those people are actually subscribed to those channels? But subscribing is really quick and easy. All you have to do is first to make a YouTube account, which is free, and then after that, go down to the video that you're watching, hit the like button, which goes a long way in helping out the algorithm, and then go over and hit the subscribe button. After you've hit the subscribe button, click the drop down arrow and click the option that says all, so that can notify you whenever a new video from this creator has dropped. Subscribing is free, and making a YouTube account is also free. It allows you to keep up with all of your favorite content creators, and of course it goes a long way in helping out my channel, and I really do appreciate it. So with all of that being said, back to the video. Whoa, holy crap. For the 60 Minutes, is this the one with Kamala Harris?
Now, the setup to this is very interesting. It's actually far more fascinating than ABC News, which is just, you know, petulant, miniature George Slopadopoulos, whatever Trump calls. The setup is great because the setup got this clip for us of Kamala Harris.
Mold is at an all-time high.
Oh man, if you haven't seen this, I may have done a video reacting to this. This is insane. 60 Minutes did an interview with Kamala Harris, and they clipped a portion of it out to make it seem like she said something completely different. This is the before and after of what they published versus what actually she said. It's insane.
Which is the one thing I am allergic to.
Yeah.
Okay. Pollen is down.
Mold is up.
Mold is up.
Got it.
You know, I know that
Thank
as a matter
you.
of fact because I was watching CBS this morning.
There you go.
Little streaming. Now that I think about it.
Learn something.
Okay, so that's not the clip that I thought it was, but it's behind the scenes, I guess. Cackling Kamala. I was talking to a dude I work with the other day, black dude, and he was like, "Man, Kamala would have been so much better than Trump." And I'm just like, "Oh," I laughed. I genuinely busted out laughing in his face. I didn't like that.
Oh, isn't that great? She's talking about mold, wiping her nose. Okay, we got that because President Trump sued CBS.
There's a much worse clip, though. Oh, here it is. He's going to play it.
Editing the answer that Kamala Harris gave to a very important question. And they were forced to then release the entire interview, which is a total dumpster fire for Kamala Harris.
Here we go.
It went like this. The interviewer asks about Gaza. Kamala Harris gives an utterly nonsensical, babbling answer. And then CBS edits that interview in order to make Kamala Harris look good.
Seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
What the?
That is insane. Just straight up clip and just re-edit the answer. This was during when they were running to see who would be president. Oh my gosh.
The hell was that? It's not even the same answer.
No, it's not.
They put in a different answer, as President Trump has said. Donald Trump filed a lawsuit in October accusing CBS, parent company Paramount, and its flagship program 60 Minutes of deceptively editing high-stakes interview with then Democratic President nominee Kamala Harris before the 2020 election. Trump alleges the footage was manipulated to tip the scales in Harris's favor and irreparably damage his image with voters. CBS denies the claim.
That's obviously it. There would be no other reason for doing it, if not that.
Says the broadcast was not doctored, but I just played you the evidence that it was clearly doctored. It was a different answer. It is called the allegations completely without merit. Really? That's interesting. But the reality is that these allegations are with merit because CBS is now trying to settle, and Trump's saying not so fast. A month into settlement talks over Trump's explosive $20 billion lawsuit against the network, sources confirm Paramount Global has quietly offered $15 million to make the scandal disappear. Donald Trump going hard in the paint on this. Donald Trump's response is, that's not even close.
Thank goodness, because that is, there's no way 20 billion and then 15 million versus that. No, make them pay.
Do as much money as I want. I love it. Trump has blasted the network's proposal as not even close and is demanding tens of millions more. At least 25 million.
That's still not good enough. He sued him for 20 billion. 25 million isn't even close still. That's not good enough.
Altogether, and he wants a formal on-air apology for this. If you listened to Donald Trump speaking at any of his rallies about it, you know that this was not going to go away easily.
No good, they're no good. ABC is no good. CBS is no good. And in fact, in honor of you, I just sued CBS today because of 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes has since fired all of its executives.
Wow.
There are now raging staff members who are throwing temper tantrums at graduation ceremonies and so on. It's so humiliating. Scott Peely is one of them. These guys are getting completely destroyed by President Trump, and it's like kind of Trump's dream happening, like really in real time, because he's always talked about suing media for defamation, and now he's like winning. At least he's winning these settlements. Obviously, this stuff isn't going to trial. It's better to not go to trial. If there's a 1% chance that you get a $20 billion judgment against you, then you're done, right? It's over for you. Wall Street Journal Paramount, owner of CBS, has offered Trump $15 million to settle a lawsuit against the company. Trump wants 25 and a formal apology. Absolute baller. Trump rejects Paramount's $15 million offer to settle the CBS lawsuit and says he wants $25 million and an apology. Nice.
Based in fire.
President Trump
I still think that's too low. Make him do like 200 million.
is now demanding tens of millions of more dollars, and he's going to bankrupt them. He was already gutted. This is like all across our feeds.
I mean, maybe they don't have it. Maybe they're just, I don't know. They're a big company. Paramount, they got it.
The organization. Donald Trump drops the mic and says he's going to sue them into oblivion and bankrupt CBS. Jeez, look at that. 60 Minutes should be immediately taken off the air. Election interference. CBS should lose its license. This is the biggest scandal.
Yeah, that is what it is. I mean, election interference, it's insane. Like that doctored clip. How do you get around that? I mean, how do you explain that in any other way? And if it was Trump who said something like that and fumbled over his words and gave a different answer, it would be first page on every news source. Like, they would never, nor should they, like, doctor it or cover it up or anything, but it's crazy.
Broadcast history. They're really like messing with it on this. The reason that CBS, ABC, and NBC, first off, they're all CIA cutouts. They were all created in the sort of a reformatting of the post-war era, and we're given these massive goodie bags from the federal government. Essentially, they get all this broadcast data for free. These broadcast rights for free. That's why they're free on your TV when you turn it on, just like PBS.
Especially at the airport, CNN, and they're all in agreement. Like, it's crazy when you hear the talking points. You could call it the NPC download. Whenever one of them starts spewing a specific kind of download, a specific kind of phrase or something, you can just flip through every one of the mainstream ones, except for Fox, and they will literally, I'm not joking, like repeat it line for line whenever they want a certain narrative to get out there. It's crazy how incestuous it is, really.
They get so many government goodies and handouts. And so they get access to hundreds of millions of TVs all across the country. In order to do that, they had to promise to not show favor, to be fair, to be balanced, right? They had to promise to not sway for one political party or another. Of course, that's gone wildly off the rails, but that's what the law says. Donald Trump's just calling them on it. CBS is offering Trump $20 million to settle the lawsuit. CBS's president threatened to resign in protest.
Is that the CBS president? Good God. Seems about right.
Do it. Do it.
She's not a bad-looking older lady, but...
I want you to do it. I beg you. F around, find out. That's what it looks like.
That's crazy. I hope he doesn't take that offer. I mean, that's still too low. Like, it's insane. 20 billion, and is that what it was, right? 20 billion, and now they're offering 20 million, or 25 million, I'm sorry. They offered 15, and then the Trump administration is saying, no, how about 25 million?
He's calling for the licenses to be revoked. Goodness gracious. We've had the
we'll see how it goes.
FCC correction chairman Brendan Carr on the show, and he said, "Listen, these are the kind of stuff that's like on the table." News chief at CBS quits amid President Trump's $10 billion lawsuit. Yeah.
That's just a week ago.
The gutting. 60 Minutes edited an interview with Kamala Harris to make her look less stupid. That's corruption. It's not corrupt to ask them to stop playing politics, especially when they get all these goodies. And now, of course, they're all whining, whinging, and crying. Just great. CBS News chief executive.
Oh, I remember this media when he was with this old lady, and she was trying to tell him how it was. I think her name was Leslie. He's like, Leslie, you don't know what you're talking about. Leslie, no, you're lying. You know you're lying too, by the way. And she's like, no. Didn't age well.
Gosh, this is freaking awesome. I can't believe Trump's winning these. But it's going to be very, very good for the country. It's a totally different thing when it's CNN or Fox, right? These are cables. People pay for them. They know what they're paying for. This is government-provided information. These are networks that get massive carve-outs and goodies from the federal government that we all paid for, that we gave to them, and they should frankly have their licenses stripped if they're going to behave in this way. Speaking.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of propaganda has been insane. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're just going to have to see how these lawsuits unfold. This is one of the first ones I've heard of, but apparently there's more going on. So we'll see. And we'll keep you updated. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is good? Do you think Trump should be suing these companies for all of the, defamation and just downright lies that I feel like they have absolutely been hounding him, and the amount of people who have been deceived through all of this stuff? Or do you think, nah, they love you. Of course they're telling you the truth. They're on your side. They're just exposing Trump. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All are welcome here. I'm happy to hear what you got to say. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. And till next time.